This week, The Fiend watched
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
a little bit of a tongue twister.
Little
there,
tongue
Mikey.
twister, man.
Yeah.
His new little vanity project, I guess.
Super
you'd say.
expensive vanity
Super
project.
expensive, 70 mil, dude.
On
okay,
top of the original budget,
top
too?
of
It's
the
like-
rich, and 4 hours long, released on HBO Max. If you guys saw it, awesome. If you guys didn't see it, we're not going to spoil anything right now, so do not worry. This is our spoiler-free part. So
Very well put, Michael.
we ask each other very quickly, hey man, what did you think of this? Because we obviously didn't watch it together.
Never would.
So we ask each other quickly, what are your brief thoughts on the movie?
Please ask me first, man.
Give me a fucking
Please ask me first, man.
chance, dude. Ooh, wow. And guys, just to preface, he's a superhero guy, okay? He loves them. I don't really like, I mean, they're okay. Like, superhero movies are fine. They're just not really my thing. So, I'm very curious to see what he thought about this.
Curious
So,
to see what you thought.
Michael, what
Yes.
did you think of this version of Justice League?
Spoiler free. I'm just going to get this out there. Overall, I feel like Zack Snyder's Justice League has better cohesive storytelling compared to the old one. It has a better flow. But I feel like all the Snyder cut really did was just move a bad movie to make it okay. Like, I think this movie overall is okay. I don't think it's a 180 turn from the 2017 Joss Whedon cut. That's what I thought.
It's Joss.
I said Joss. God damn it. That's what I thought. So what did you think, Michael, Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Listen, I hate Man of Steel. I hate Batman vs. Superman. And I really like this. I almost loved it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say like I loved it, but holy shit, this, like, I enjoyed the viewing, and Zack Snyder.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I know.
Dude.
Crazy, right?
Part of me is like so happy
Yeah.
that you're like, dude, yeah, like obviously, look, I know you loved Logan. I mean,
Nolan
the
Batmans. Come on,
Batmans,
dude. You got
even like
Blade, Deadpool.
So I know you're there, dude.
I'm not anti-soup. You know what I'm saying?
But it's just been a while since you've been impressed or liked it. So part of me is like, oh my God, that's awesome. The other part's going, oh, all right. So this is the one you're gonna die on this hill, Mikey. Are you gonna die on Zack Snyder's?
Die on the hill that Batman was overlooking, Aquaman's village that we don't see in Joss Whedon's version, but we do see in this version. We see him actually go to the village. It's great. Okay. Then you get the little Scandinavian or Norwegian lady singing.
They were singing. They were
That's
cute.
what I like. Those are the little things. Once I saw that in the first 20 minutes, I'm like, oh, okay, this is gonna be very different. So, but I gotta admit something, bro. I didn't watch it in one day.
Oh, how'd you
I watched it, I would say about 2 hours in. There's a part in the movie where I stopped it, where I was like, okay, this feels like a good place to stop. And I stopped it.
But it wasn't at a part where a part started,
No, it wasn't
right?
a part.
Oh, it was just, you
no.
just stopped it. Okay.
I was like, oh yeah, no, stop.
Yeah.
And then went to sleep, woke up the next day, and finished it. So I really think that benefited the viewing for me. I mean, I don't know. I think that benefited it.
Yeah, because you're spacing it out. It took me 6 hours in one night to finish a 4-hour movie. Man, I needed a break. And to be honest, though, I think I would do that with most 4-hour movies that are on demand.
Yep, absolutely.
It's a lot different if you and I were in theater, pre-COVID,
no
or
question.
Even post-COVID.
Theaters are different. Yep.
But I had to take a break, and I took a shower.
Wow.
I took a shower. I ate a shower.
Yourself, dude.
Oh, yeah. I satisfied myself a couple times after, too, but it took me 6 hours is my point, but I respect it.
Let me say, I hated the 2016 or 2017 Justice League, the mismatch of one, of two directors. Mm-hmm. This one, dude, it just felt like epic and grandiose, and there was so much more in it, and it took its time, and it was patient. And granted, he had 4 hours, so it's not like... This is I don't even know if we've ever seen something like this before, where a director got to pretty much not have to cut anything out. That rarely happens. So you got to take that into account when you're thinking, oh my God, okay, he whether you loved it or you just liked it, whatever, you got to be like, okay, well, he didn't have to cut shit out. He got a second chance, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to let him do a lot of things. But this just the complete opposite of the original one, and it just was all the characters and the backstories, and to introduce 4 or 5 new characters and do it pretty good, like pretty damn, just like you said, cohesive. Like, it's pretty well done. Instead of having separate movies, it's just like, boom, they introduce it and you get it. And I was in it, man. So,
well, I will say though, I agree. It feels like it's one person's vision.
Yes.
As opposed to just too many fucking.
Oh wait, you can't say vision, dude. That's Marvel. Come on, man.
One person's idea, one person's execution. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't really make sense because there's a lot of people that had to go into making this film. But it just felt like it came straight from Zack.
Yes.
As opposed to, we're going to have way too many fucking cooks in the kitchen. Because that's what the last one, which is an abomination.
It's so bad.
It's awful.
So, yeah. So, again, we have a thing called H to R, dude.
Oh.
Height to...
ratio.
He always forgets, dude. He just... Hype to result. Oh my God.
Hype to result ratio.
Basically, it's just saying what you expect from a movie, right? Like, you got to have expectations. Is it just a Netflix thing that you found, or is it a fucking $500 million production? Like, what are you watching?
Right.
So, for me, I had no expectations just because I was like, oh, another superhero thing. Okay, this guy
where was the hype for you?
The hype, with zero context, it's about right here.
There's no context. Good point. Where was the result?
About here.
Okay, so it instantly went up.
I was in it, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Can I show you my H-star after?
Oh, wait.
Can I just show you, though?
Oh, I thought you just threw the H-star out the window for this. I thought your H was just so up.
But here's mine.
Oh, it's there.
It's just my hype to result for me was just...
Oh, that's sad.
It's a little sad, but that's why I think it's just
sad,
okay.
Dude.
Impressed by what happened, but I'm a believer, and I think a lot of people have said this. This isn't my idea, and you all probably thought this. I think that they could have got away with this in 2017 in 3 to 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, but they weren't going to do that.
I get it.
Because they're fucking studio executives.
I get it.
And the Avengers are hot, dude, okay?
Right.
And they want to fluff it up. But for me, just going back and watching certain comparisons, and you're like, oh my God, like... and then if you went back and rewatched the original, you're like, oh yeah, that doesn't fit. Like,
yeah.
And you kind of notice it when you're watching the original, but it's still kind of, it's a movie. Like, It's kind of, but unless you're really looking for it, you're just like, okay, they just lightened it up. Like, it's not a totally different movie. But then when you watch this and you see there aren't any of these stupid whole conversation, like anything Joss Whedon shot is out, gone. I love that.
I do love that.
And you're talking to a guy who loves Cabin in the Woods, one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time. He wrote that with his boy. Like, Joss Whedon's cool, dude.
Yeah.
All right? But not for this dark and brooding and deep, emotional, epic superhero journey.
I think we could end the episode because that was gold, dude.
That's pretty good. So before we wrap up our spoiler thing, what are your kind of like biggest pros about the movie, biggest cons about the movie, anything like that?
The pro is that it came from Zack, and you could see his fuck. I can't say Vision anymore. Thanks a lot, Mikey. But that's the biggest pro, is that you got to give this guy something that he obviously, if it wasn't for a family tragedy, hopefully would have gotten to achieve what he just did recently, because yes, he is getting praised for it. There's a lot of cons, and they are spoilers, so we are definitely going to wait.
Okay, without a spoiler, what's your biggest con? Like, without a spoiling it, like, overall, just what's your biggest con? Not, like, just what?
It has to do with the movie altogether, not just Zack Snyder.
Okay. Is it a spoiler?
No.
Oh, so say it.
It's Barry Allen.
Wow. You don't like BA, dude?
I don't know, and I wrote this down. Okay. I don't know if I've hated a character more in a movie ever. I hate how... Look, I like the Flash character.
Okay, I could give a fuck about the Flash character. I liked him.
Okay. Remember I said 50-50 before? It's fucking 20-80 right now, dude.
Dude, but they have his introduction scene in this, which they didn't have in the other one.
Okay.
Like, it... Okay, no, I know.
It's him.
All right.
It's him.
Let me give you my pro and con before we wrap this fucking thing up, dude. All right. Biggest pro for me is obviously the time. I think that was a pro in this. I think if they said, hey, Zack, release this movie, it's got to be 2 hours and 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
It would be, definitely better than the first one, but I don't think it would have been what it is now. To me, this movie's just it's an epic. Like it's doesn't feel like this cheap thrown together cash grab moneymaker thing. It feels like you said of an idea from a director, and he got to achieve it. So the time, I think, because he didn't have to cut anything out, that's the biggest pro of the movie, is that you get everything. You get everything. And the biggest con of the movie is probably also the time. I think that also is one of the biggest cons is that he wasn't forced to take anything out. So there are scenes and parts in it where you're just like, all right, cut this. This part does not need to be in it. This, get it out. So I just made that up now. It could be like a cop-out of like, oh, wow, you're saying the same thing. Maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm a moron. I don't know. But I think it's a pro and a con at the time. So
I like that though because I can see both sides. I can see how the time is a positive and a negative.
Yep.
People who loved it, positive.
Yep.
People that were kind of like, or even thought like, oh my God, what a piece of shit. Then the time's going to be a huge negative.
But what about people like me who just liked it? I just need to reiterate that I just liked it. I didn't, it wasn't the best thing I've ever seen. I just really liked it.
Okay, but again, I understand your H to R though.
Yeah,
it makes sense. Mine was just flat.
Yeah.
And that's why it's okay for me, man.
So again, the aspect ratio will, I guess we'll just get into that now before we round out.
Sure.
To me, the aspect ratio thing was done because of Zack wanted to differentiate from the original. There is no artistic vision. There is no reason. This isn't the fucking Lighthouse, right?
Right.
Fantastic movie. This is not the Lighthouse, okay? This should not be in the television 4:3 aspect ratio. This is a, brand new superhero epic movie with effects and CGI and all this action. Should not be with the black bars. So that to me was just him going, no. I want every frame to look different than the original. So I'm not on board with the 4:3. I don't think it's warranted.
No, neither am I. I agree with everything you just said. I think it's also a talking point, right? Oh my God, did you hear that? Zack Snyder? I mean, we texted about it months before when it became news. Like,
I totally forgot because when it started, I texted back, I go, stop. I go, is this whole fucking movie in 4:3? I go, I'm done. I'm not watching it. We're not doing the Fiends Watch.
I'm like, we've had full-blown texts about it.
Yeah, forgot.
It's okay. But it was news. It was, my God, 4:3. Like, he's going for something grandiose. He's going to do something that's so outlandish. It's a talking point. People knew going into it, this movie's in 4:3, except for you.
Yep.
But
I didn't know.
You should have, because you could remember. I thought we were friends. What are you going to do?
But it also helps with the CGI. Like, it all the new CGI that they put into it, if it's not as wide on the screen, it's definitely going to affect that. It just, everything comes off smoother and better. Do you think it cuts anything off? The 4:3 aspect ratio, does it cut anything off?
I'm going to say no.
But you went like that. Okay.
My initial answer is
no.
the
body language? Okay, I'm just saying. No, it doesn't. It actually adds to it. It actually makes the screen taller.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then everything kind of everything seems further away. We'll put up some comparison shots. Everything gets further. Everything seems more deep and more further away. I just noticed it watching it. I'm like, oh, wow, like this looks different. So while I'm watching, I pulled up original. I'm going, oh, wow, yeah, look at this. Like, look at the house. It looks way further away than it does in the original. So that, it doesn't, a lot of people are like, whoa, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
You're cutting off Superman's arm?
Yeah. It's not cutting it off.
Can't do it. It's not cutting it off. Yeah. So I just wanted to test you on that.
Well, it's my double reverse gut just telling me no.
All right. Well, listen, guys, we are now going to get into our spoiler part.
So thanks for listening to the non-spoiler, but we're about to jump into it.
Yeah, so the full video is obviously right under it or right above it. Either way, click on that. If you're watching the long video, we're sorry for the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, because you're like, what the fuck, guys?
So, all right, let's get into spoilers, bro.
Yeah, well, we were on visuals, so let me just continue with that
no,
really quick.
This is a warning, guys, that just spoilers are coming.
We're going to get into spoilers.
That's all it is.
So, okay. I'm color deficient or colorblind if you want to, put me in the same category as a dog, because they are. Was there more blood? I know there was.
Yeah.
Just overall, yes, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it was bloody.
I saw a lot with Darkseid pouring out of him, but aside from that.
Yeah, there was, definitely there were blood. There was like blood in certain punches and hits that I was noticing.
I saw some underwater blood once or twice, maybe.
I don't even notice underwater, but I just know that in like the certain battles, there was definitely more blood. There, like not crazy, but there was. It felt more violent and it looked more violent.
See, but that's what I was hoping. Yeah, definitely felt more violent, right? But I was going, oh, so this is R.
Yeah.
I go, are they gonna go? How are they gonna go? And I feel like it could have went. I feel like it could have went
on purpose.
No, I swear to God.
How are they gonna go?
How are...
You didn't say far. You said R.
No, I wanted to say how are they going to go? Like R-rated.
Are you going to the mall later? That's
no,
what I'm
not
asking,
going to the
dude.
mall, Billy.
Keep talking.
But I was going to say, how are they going to go? That sounds really weird now that you put it in my head.
You said it.
Now that you put it in my head, though.
You fucking said, how are they going to go?
How are they going to go? How hard are they? Are they going to go hard R?
Okay.
Are they going to go hard R? Because I was hoping that, and we get 2 measly fucks.
Well, but you got to understand, bro, everything was shot.
Yeah, but they did 70 million in reshoots.
No, but all the was less than 5 minutes was the reshoot.
100%.
So what I'm saying is they didn't. If they reshot 50%,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden it looked the same, you're like, what the fuck?
Okay,
but you got to understand, all the footage was already shot.
So
that is for a
R,
PG-13 release. Let me finish, goddammit.
So is the R just for the blood? Because you can do 2 fucks in a PG-13 that spread apart. You can.
I think the R is just because it's on HBO Go and they want more. It's like,
Max.
This is R-rated. Sorry. I don't know. That's my thing. Right. I don't think it's I think it's like, again, 4:3. Like, if this movie isn't released in movie theaters, there's no possible way Warner Brothers is saying, release this in 4:3 aspect ratio. There's just no way. They're never going to do it.
Good point.
So, I don't know. I think the R is just along those lines of saying, Joss Whedon's is PG-13? And it's widescreen? Oh, yeah. We're going R and 4:3. Suck a dick. And, that's what Zack Snyder did.
So there was more blood. And, like, I assumed that there was. I just think for, like, people were talking about, parademons were getting fucking blown up in, like, blood. I'm like, I just didn't see it. Maybe it was the color thing. I don't know.
Yeah. And, again, I wasn't looking for that because I didn't really know, I didn't really know it was R when I watched it. I didn't fucking know. I was like, I'm not looking at a rating.
Yeah.
But I noticed that the fights and the battles were more violent. I was like, this feels more violent to me. So it was little splat. It wasn't like Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake because the original doesn't have a lot of blood.
Good point.
But yeah, so I wasn't really looking for it that much. So again, I can't be the end all be all when it comes to if there was a lot of blood or if there was. I
just want to ask a colored able person, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
But Barry Allen.
Yeah, let's talk about Barry. Well, actually, all right. People are going to shut off the video because they all love him, and you're going to say something very...
Where are people all loving Barry Allen?
Everybody, every review I watch, every person is like, oh, yeah, Barry Allen's great. Barry Allen's great.
No, I think a lot of people are admitting he's supposed to be the comic relief. And look, they cut out a lot of stupid dialogue that he had in the first one. So thank you for that, Zack. I think he is... one of the most annoying people I've seen on camera.
Wow.
I don't think he's funny. I hate his mannerisms. Like, again, and I used to watch The Flash show back before it became 95 seasons.
Fucking nerd over here.
And you look at the way Grant Gustafson, or whatever the fuck he does, play him, and you're like, charismatic. A little, he's a smart kid, but, like, he has a little coyness about him. What are you going to say?
Get it. Someone else played the Flash before this
in
a recent show.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're doing the comp.
I'm not, though. But here's the thing, though. I'm not. No. But here's the thing. I'm not.
Kind of are.
Dude, I think you're going to admit that he is too energetic and over the top.
Listen, I don't love him
not
at all.
comparison.
No. I know. I'm saying I don't love Barry Allen at all.
Okay.
Right? I don't. To me, it's just like, okay, you need that character. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I wasn't laughing at him. It was like... he didn't irk me the way he irked you. I was like, okay, this is what he has to be. He's doing a good job as an actor. That's the way that I look at it. Is they're telling him to do this, and he's doing it in a good way. He needs to be this character, and he's doing it like he's not. I don't know. That's just the way I look at it. See,
I don't think he needs to be that character. And again, I'm talking about Ezra Miller. I'm not saying I don't like Barry Allen.
Oh, you're talking about the actor?
Yeah, 100%. Oh no, I love the Flash, and that's why I'm so sorry. I meant to rephrase.
Oh yeah.
I don't like Ezra Miller's
casting as the Flash.
Yeah, I think he's just he's too crazy. They cut out that brunch line.
Yeah, but that's Joss Whedon's reshoots.
100%.
That's horrible. Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible. But I feel like it's not that much better.
Even the lines that they left in, I'm just like, ugh. Like, all right, man.
Dude,
I know. I listen.
And then the grabbing. Okay, so they introduce Iris West, who is the girl he saves from the car.
Yeah, but that scene was fantastic.
No, the scene was awesome.
The scene was awesome. I have one big negative about the scene, too.
I have a huge...
No, it's one shot that I'm going... Do you notice her face?
Oh, when she's literally getting thrown out of the car?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's terrible.
I took a screenshot. We're going to put it in.
It's terrible.
I'm going, this girl... I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm saying this girl gets ejected from her fucking car by nailing a truck, and her face looks like she's on the cover of fucking, Vogue magazine.
Yeah, where's the terror?
She just looks perfect, like...
Where's the terror?
She should be fucking screaming, dude.
Yeah.
Just looking some sort of distraught or frightened. She is just perfect.
You're
angelic.
gonna die.
Yeah,
I know it's in slow-mo, but you should still be...
Yeah, it's something. She doesn't even have to be screaming. At least give me that. Like, give me a look of worry. It's just I was like, come on, man. I get what you're trying to do, but this is so bad. Like, stop with this shit.
The scene was awesome. I just don't
scene was great.
I just don't like Ezra Miller. But
that blows my mind, man.
Yeah, I don't like him. I mean, and look, I went into this going, try your best. Take the negativity from 2017's, put it aside. This is a new movie. I'm going to look at this like a new movie.
Good.
I wasn't comparing it to what these actors did in the first. Obviously, you see the differences, and then you look online, you go, oh my God, big difference. There are some things that just don't work for characters. Big example, your boys at Red Letter Media brought it up. Gal Gadot doing exposition.
Oh, you're taking my fucking point, dude. God damn it.
Sorry, man, I had to say
I wrote, this is my second note, man. So there is the scene where they're explaining all the backstory, and Diana gives this like 3-minute, exposition dump of the backstory of the war and the battle.
Do an impersonation, do it of her.
Amazons before their betrayal and enslavement, and guardians from the stars.
It's really unfortunate when you give all your exposition to Gal Gadot.
The lost art of the chamber came, and he was a ruthless man.
It's like,
and he battled to death. Apparently, the way, and then it's horrible. I wrote down 100%. Record Diana's voiceover for the episode, and I put a time code of 1 hour and 22 minutes because I was like, I need to throw a clip in of her saying this shit because I go, why? Why her?
Betrayal and guardians from the stars. Betrayal and enslavement.
Guardians from the stars.
Yeah, anybody else?
No offense to her.
No.
Like, she's a beautiful woman and she's successful. She's not a good actress.
Yeah.
We talked about it in our Dub 84 review. She's not a good actress. So to give her this epic, Lord of the Rings-esque flashback, to have her explain the whole thing, it was a joke to me. Like, I was just like, oh, she sounds so bad right now.
It would have been so much better coming from, you could Cyborg, Ben Affleck. Obviously, you have to have anyone else.
Anyone.
Maybe not Barry Allen. Maybe not Barry Allen.
That's so funny that I put the Flash thing on your thing. That's so funny. I had no idea. I'm glad that I did, though. I was like, I want Batman. I'm going to put Batman on my side.
Yeah, you want to be him.
Martha! So, I said before that I paused it, and then I started the next day. Do you know where I paused it?
Where?
Guess. Take a guess of where I paused it.
Okay.
Where does it feel like...
Right when the battle ends, when they
climb up the sewer.
Yeah.
That is a different movie. That's where I paused it. I'm watching it and I go, okay, they're there. I look up, it's like around 2 hours. I go, pause. Went to sleep, woke up the next day and finished it.
Yeah.
Because it felt like it should have been 2 movies. And I wrote down, I was like, I got to ask Pass. I go, was the original plan to do 2 movies?
They initially did have a plan to do 2 movies.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because that is the definition of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. It's like, oh yeah, this is where the movie ends and then the next movie starts.
Totally. And you could have cut it there. You totally could have.
And I know Red Letter Media said that, but I literally... I noticed it watching it.
Well,
I was just like,
you stopped it.
That's what I'm saying. It felt right. I'm like, oh, okay, I need to stop this right here. So yeah.
I just want to say the whole thing with Iris West, though, the fact that they introduce this character, she doesn't come back, but she will be in the Flash
movies. Who are you talking about? Can you let him know?
Iris West? Oh, the girl in the car accident.
There you go.
Sorry.
I just need to...
No, 100%. Okay. 100%. I was like, oh, okay. And like,
so stupid.
Yeah, I just don't... It'd be,
so stupid.
If they threw her in somewhere later, hey, Barry, like just
gone.
Something.
That note is out of there, dude. But I wrote down, I'm like, I was like, why is she in there for one scene and then you never see her again? It just, I don't know.
It's the love interests.
But it's not.
Not in this movie because it's not.
But it doesn't. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He just saved a girl.
That's it.
They could have had a girl just crash a car for that awesome scene. It didn't have to be Iris West.
That's it. Well, yeah, and because then the movie ends and we go, oh well, this isn't a post-credit scene where we're like, oh okay, this is meant to come back later. It's like no. This is a major set piece in the movie. Like, what are you doing with this, man?
Right. But it's a shame, and I will say it's a shame that this was part of the initial film and it was not in the original, the Joss Whedon cut, because it's an awesome scene.
It explains Flash's powers. It's a great introduction to Flash of the kind of character he is. He's kind of, down and out, not down and out, but he's a regular guy looking for a job at a pet shop. You know what I'm saying? Like he's, he's this kind of likable, charming guy. And then this happens and it explains his powers and it explains what he can do. And it introduces his love interest, but she never comes back. But it's a very well crafted scene.
Totally.
So
yeah.
No, go.
Oh, no. Just want to say, couple things that are different. I mean, there's a lot of look. We're not here to.
Yeah, we're not going to go over the differences
No,
because
we're
it's
not.
no. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying we're not because there's a million videos that go over all the differences.
There might be 100.
I know.
Like,
we're not
going to do
that.
We're here to really just talk about what we saw in the 4 hours, right? There's a lot of examples when Bruce Wayne is even just talking with Diana.
Okay.
And they're in Bruce Wayne's Batcave, what do you want to call it? He's working on the ship, and you look in the background, and it's so green screen background that it looks like shit. And then it happens again during the big Superman fight.
Can you send me a shot, or did you take any shots, or no? Like, did you
I'll
take
get
any
it for you.
screenshots?
I'll get it for you.
Because I would like to show them, is what I'm trying to say.
I'll get it for you. Not a problem.
Okay.
I'll get that for you, and I'll also get just the fight with Superman when when Diana gets knocked back.
Yeah.
The whole backdrop looks like shit. It just looks like shit. And again, I'm really not trying to compare these to Marvel movies, which I think are definitely superior. I think most people would agree. But a lot of those you go, oh my God, that looks... They are where they are. This is this is actors on a green screen, and it's taking me out of it. Like, that to extreme.
That scene is great though when Superman wakes up, and I said it when we talked about the first movie that came out. I was like, this scene is awesome. When Superman wakes up and he's confused and he fights them, I'm like, that shit is fucking awesome. And I watched it. I'm going, why are the lights on in the background? And I said on our other podcast, I'm like, why are these lights on? And it's during the day, you know. And then in this one, you see that it's definitely more dusk than it is in Joss Whedon's version, right?
Yeah.
Looks like they shot it at night, and then they changed it in the Joss Whedon version. And for this one, they made it more of like a dusk time, like early in the morning, but it's still light. And then there's all these lights on in the background, and I'm just like, that is so weird.
Yeah.
Like, so they definitely shot at night on there. But yeah,
Good point.
some of the CGI. But to me, that's all these superhero movies is there's bad CGI. Like you see Spider-Man jumping from building. I'm like, this. He looks like he weighs 2 pounds. He looks like he's a light fucking feather. So
Physics.
Yeah, there's no physics to it. But I gave them a lot of props because Steppenwolf looked so dope in this.
He looked way better. I wrote it down.
Awesome in it. I'm like, oh my God. I didn't know they were changing Steppenwolf. I was like, oh shit, he's got this whole new fucking suit that moved. I was like, that's dope. He looks more menacing. He looks like an actual villain in this shit. You know?
Agree.
In the original, it was a piece of shit. So I liked the added CGI in the new version.
But there's still something that looks terrible, and I didn't know.
What is it?
I wonder if they're going to fix it somehow for this, or is it just, again, it's accepted, so it's going to be in the Zack Snyder what?
Okay.
It's when Superman, after he comes back to life, obviously, finally flies up and goes into the sky. It looks like a doll of fucking Clark Kent. Like, it's so smooth face that it doesn't look like Henry Cavill.
Wow.
It's just a generic Superman flying up in the sky. I will have that too. So
please, you got to send me those.
Those three I'll have.
Can you write those down so you don't forget? Because I'm not going to write them down.
It's in my brain, dude. I got it.
Okay. So one of the best changes for me was the music changes. Dude,
100%.
It changed the movie for me.
Awesome, nice hard rock at certain points, dude. Awesome.
They actually cut a lot of the hard rock out.
They did.
That's what I noticed. I'm like, oh, Aquaman's going on thing. It's not this burn. It's this fucking piano ballad. I'm going
that too.
Like everything, it was more that they took out that kind of hardy rock shit and they put in these soft covers of songs, you know?
Well, I felt like some scenes though in the original didn't have the hard rock during battle. So if I'm not mistaken, there's a couple more that new rock music got put in. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so they did put in new, because I know that when they're walking and they have their rock and they show their feet, that there's a hard rock song playing 100%.
there. 100%. I think it's when they're actually fighting in the big cylinder. That they added some more. I could be mistaken.
Regardless, I loved all the music changes that they were so different from. I'm like, oh my God, so this is what Zack Snyder thought. Like, this is what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Was this. He wanted to do this music here. The Aquaman scene when he's walking on the bridge, totally different in this.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
totally
100%.
different. I loved it. I'm like, oh my God, you feel all these emotions that the characters are feeling right now, and you get the vibe of where they are and the worlds that they're in, and it's not a great movie, but it's a really good. I thought this was a really well done movie.
Well, we talk about world building, right?
Yeah.
How much better is the world building in Zack Snyder's Justice League compared to the first one?
So much.
Night and day. And that's a huge
so
positive I wrote down. The world building is excellent for this cut.
Yes,
you get
absolutely.
the idea, the sense, and even adding in Darkseid, which, look, again, this movie, we're going to have copycats, right? You're going to have, especially with Marvel, DC, comic books in general, you're going to have ideas that are copied. It literally feels like Thanos shit but it's been around for years. Like these are old stories, right?
What feels like Thanos shit?
Eater of worlds, destroyer of life.
Thanos?
Well, I'm just saying he did it too.
Yeah, there was a million before him that did
no,
it.
I'm saying in comic books.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
every villain in comic book was a Thanos, is what I'm trying to say. You're comparing it to Thanos because Thanos is the best and the most popular right now.
Well, what's interesting though is that Darkseid could have been before Endgame. You know what I mean? Like they could have put this out there in 2017, right? Infinity War, I think, just came out.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, like, DC could have beat them to the punch. So it's just crazy that they scrapped that whole idea because they had to put it in Joss's hands.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But I
it's a
feel like
cool
every
character.
villain's that. It's like, and Thanos was done so greatly about how you empathize with him and he doesn't come off as just this 2D character. And they tried to do this with Steppenwolf in this one. And they gave him some sort of motivation instead of just, I want to take over the world. Like, no, he's trying to just literally get back in the good graces of his boss, which is Darkseid. Like, he fucked up. He did something bad, and he's trying to earn his way back. So it just humanizes him more, for lack of a better word. He's not a human, but it makes you empathize with him a little bit more, and it makes him just not this, like, I am the eater of worlds, and I'm going to swallow your planet. You know what I'm saying? Almost like Darkseid is now, pretty much, because we know nothing about him.
We don't.
So, I liked the changes that they did to Steppenwolf. You know, I pretty much like everything they did. There are problems with it, but I liked all the changes from the original. What did you have problems with changes from the original at all?
Not one.
Okay, good.
Oh, that's a huge
positive.
positive.
I was making sure. Okay.
I am totally down for all the changes.
Okay.
But I just feel like for me,
yeah, what was it missing for you? Like why? Like what was it missing for you?
I think the biggest problem is still that it's too long and it's too Zack Snyder-y though. You can cut. Forget like okay, runtime. People are gonna be talking about runtime until after we're gone, right? For this movie, but it's Zack Snyder. So does 90% of scenes have a slow-mo that you don't need?
Okay.
And I'm going, look, if it's a 4-hour cut, I bet you every single scene there's slow-mo. And there was.
Yeah.
I think that.
But I didn't, see, that's the thing, I didn't mind it.
I fucking did.
Like, I didn't mind it. I was just like, okay. Like, it was something that it didn't pop out to me and go, that's Zack Snyder. Like, that's what he does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he does. He uses slow motion like a fucking maniac.
All the time.
That's what he does. So to me, this is way better than Man of Steel. It's way better than Batman vs. Superman, and it's way better than the original Justice League. So, like,
I think
that's a win,
yeah.
win, 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 win. Like, what's better, this or Man of Steel?
This.
What's better, this or Batman vs. Superman?
Of course this.
Oh, so you're saying this is better than all those?
I think this is the best DC movie in this, they call it the DC Extended Universe. I think it's the best one.
Fuck DC. Oh, you think it's better than Wonder Woman?
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you love Wonder Woman.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Fuck that, Zack Snyder. Like, do you think it's his best superhero movie he's ever done?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
By far.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm a big Dawn of the Dead guy. You know
No,
what I'm saying? We're talking
Mikey,
outside.
that's why I said superhero.
What would you say
dog?
is his best? Ooh, he did do 300 too.
300's great. Dawn of the Dead is fantastic. He's done a lot of movies. I was on his IMDb. I'm going, oh shit, he's done a lot of movies.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but no, that's why I said superhero movie.
Yes. Oh no.
I said this is his best superhero movie that he's done. You know, it just felt like it felt like this is what he wanted to do. He got it done. Oh God, it just felt like a movie. It felt like a movie. You know what I mean?
I
Like
respect the epicness.
It felt like it was a movie. The other one felt like this thrown together kind of. I don't know. I might like this better than Avengers, dog.
You mean any of them?
Maybe. I tried to put on Avengers like Infinity War yesterday. I'm like, I've seen this 6 times. I know it by heart. And I'm like, maybe I'll feel that way about this in 5 years. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
But don't you feel like this movie, obviously, look, you liked it a lot. I'm not knocking you, right? But couldn't have been better. Couldn't have been better even if it was shorter.
No, because everything was already shot.
Yeah.
It was a jumbled mess. So that's why the H2R comes in. I was like, I was expecting just nothing. I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to be just like when I watched the original, maybe a little bit more Snyder-y, like whatever, but it's going to be just still whatever. So with you got to look at what they had. Like they had all the footage. Like, we could talk about the last 5 minutes, which I was like, what is this? I didn't like it. It was weird as fuck. But yeah, so that's what I mean when I say like, I don't know if it could have been better with everything that was shot and what. But again, guys, I have no vested interest in any of these characters, any of these superheroes. I have no expectations for Aquaman or Wonder Woman or Flash. I have zero. Not even for Batman. And I mean, I love Batman. Like, I grew up dressing like him all the time, you know?
Yeah, of course.
You
want to be him. I said it earlier.
At a belt, yeah, we all want to be Batman.
Yeah.
But I have no vested interest. I could care less what they do with the characters as long as it's entertaining. So, you know, you know what I mean? Like, I'm watching this just like, all right, yeah, let's see what it is. This is not like watching a Freddy vs. Jason where I'm like, all right, what are they going to do with these fucking characters?
Right.
They better make it awesome. They better do this and that. No, I'm watching this like, entertain me, please.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. I mean, this is why I was kind of shocked because about how you actually feel about it, because I felt like there was really only 2 categories, maybe 3 of people going into this movie and how they're going to react. The people who were so excited for this movie that they're going to find reasons for why this movie is excellent.
Fantastic. 2,
the people who could care less about Justice League at all and are going to say, oh my God, this is just 4 more hours of dog shit.
They're not going to watch it. That's what I'm saying. Those people are not going to watch it.
They're going to watch the hate.
No, but I'm saying if they're going to come out of it going, oh, they're not going to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm that second group of people who had zero God damn it! What's your hot button question, dog?
If you could, what movie, any movie, would you like to see a Snyder cut of?
What a fucking question, dude.
Thanks, man.
I'm sure you have an answer.
I do.
Thought about it.
I do.
Any movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a pretty good one, right?
That's a pretty good one. I'm
there's
trying
the
to
last
stay
note
in
I
the
wrote down.
superhero realm. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Then
I'm trying to
that.
stay in that realm.
I love that.
Dude, I'm like drawing a blank. I can't even think of a movie where
Want
I'm
me
like,
to say
I
my
want
answer? Maybe
Snyder. Yeah.
I would love to see a Snyder cut
Yeah.
of Logan. And here's why.
He'd probably ruin it.
Say it again?
He would probably ruin that movie.
No. I'm sorry. It's not that you have Zack Snyder go redo the movie.
So what the fuck are you asking?
The question is, that's why I said Snyder cut, meaning like...
That's what I thought you meant.
No. What movie would you like to see that you think that they can do more of? Because they left stuff on the cutting room floor.
Oh my God.
You'd like to see more of the story before or after it.
Sorry. Okay, I thought you meant what would you want, like if Zack Snyder redid a movie, like where it looked like a Snyder movie. Okay.
You still want me to give you mine?
You're saying Logan, you said.
I said Logan, sorry. I forgot
you already said it.
So sorry. Because I think you can hit on so much that happens before that movie.
Yeah.
And they did cut a lot. And you can see a lot of the deleted scenes, but I would love to see the backstory of what the fuck happened from the time Professor X killed all the mutants off with his brain until he gets to where this movie starts. I think that would be a good movie. You can add another hour and a half to.
I like that answer. I'm probably going to go with Cabin in the Woods just because I mentioned it before. Lip smack.
Sorry.
And I mentioned it before, and I think to get more into the different scenarios that would have been happening with the different creatures and shit.
I love the answer.
Is that Cabin in the Woods because just the mythos and all the characters can just be elaborated on, and you can take that. You can make a TV show out of Cabin in the Woods.
Good point.
You can literally make a TV show where it's a different scenario every single time and a different creature coming up. So that's one I'd want to see a different cut on. But
I love it. Joker, real quick talk. How'd you feel about it?
I didn't like the last scene at all.
It was okay. I wasn't blown away by it.
Why was it okay? I thought it was horrible.
I mean, it was
lip smack.
I'm so sorry.
I know you're not doing it on purpose.
I know
we gotta just try not to do it.
Because I think that it was cool to see another nightmare scene, as they call it.
But see, that's my problem, Michael.
Yeah.
Is that it's a fucking tacked on nightmare that has no bearing to anything, and it's an excuse to throw in the Joker, and it felt so unnecessary and so out of place. I fucking didn't like it at all. I thought it wasn't worth it, and I had a huge problem with it.
Well, I would have liked it way more if they cut the movie. If they stopped the movie.
Yeah.
And then having Martian
100% post-credit. You could have it a post-credit scene, absolutely. I just think you're going to put that at the end of your movie, this long, like 8-minute thing, and it holds no weight. Like, throw that in the middle of the movie. What are you doing?
Yes.
Throw that in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, because they...
as a nightmare scene.
Yeah, because they did do that in other movies, and it was fine. And it even had, like, where Bruce Wayne, you couldn't tell if it was real or not when Barry Allen actually comes to him. He's like, Bruce!
Horrible scene.
Terrible scene, but the idea is cool. Like, oh, that's from the future.
It's just
maybe
like
you can have something with that.
It's like when Alan's on the plane in Jurassic Park 3 or 2 or whatever, and the raptor talks to him real quick. Yeah, dude. It's like something like that. Throw it in the middle, and it's like, oh, it was a dream. See you later. But to throw it out at the end, I'm not a fan of all these things, so I'm going, wait, is this like...
Is this real?
Yeah, I'm going, is this all of a sudden 3 years later and Superman went fucking nuts and, all that shit,
Lois pregnant?
Lois pregnant.
Do you think she is?
I don't know what that means.
Do you think Lois Lane's pregnant?
From what? What do you mean? I don't know.
They show the pregnancy test in her thing.
They just showed it in the drawer.
They did, but then Bruce says congratulations to him at the end. I'm under the impression that she's pregnant.
I mean, yeah, they didn't give an answer, so I was like, okay, I saw the pregnancy test, and I'm like, okay, all right. So does that mean that they're pregnant? I just didn't care one way. I was like, all right, maybe. I did not think about it one bit, so I don't know. I don't know what to say. Yeah,
I was just curious. Maybe. But we all know from Mallrats, Lois can't get pregnant.
It's impossible. Lois could never have Superman's baby. Do you think her fallopian tubes could handle his sperm?
I really thought that it looked way better with just the color grading, and it looks so much better. Like, I know you're color deficient.
Something with my
but
colors,
did you notice the differences?
Yeah, I mean, I did notice like an overall difference in the actual visual for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like darker.
100%.
Okay.
110%.
Okay. It is like the ending battle. Yeah. It is. Oh man.
I'm so sorry.
Holy shit! If I gotta go through and lower these fucking things, I'm gonna murder you, dude.
All right.
Yeah, like the ending battle, it's bright red, vivid in the original one. This one, it's just dark and it's more Snyder-y. And to me, I like that look better. It's that Dark Knight kind of thing where it's just everything feels a little bit more real, even if it's crazy and Aquaman's flying through the air. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now he's flying, but he's not flying.
I know.
How does he know he's not gonna like? I don't know. Those things I forgive in these movies, but I
know.
I did love just the way it looked. Like to me, it just looked richer and more real, and it didn't look like an Avengers. Avengers looks like flat. Like the Avengers movies to me just look flat. They almost look like a TV production kind of where like there's no hard lighting. It's just all flat. Everything is just, you can see everything all the time, and it's just, I don't know. So this is just a nice differentiator for superhero world.
However, I will say though, when Batman is he's driving and all the parademons are blowing up and stuff, I always have a problem. It goes back to, well, he's black. The car's black. They're all dark as fuck. It's dark at night. Like the whole thing for me, and that's why I couldn't tell people said, "Oh, there's blood coming out of the." I just couldn't see it. It's almost too dark for the Batman scene.
See, I didn't get that.
No, see, I felt that. It was almost
sucks.
Yeah, okay.
No,
yeah,
but it's probably just, because it looks, for you, it just looks a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Because
for me, I thought it looked just way better, and it was darker than the original.
Did it pop? In the darkness, just did everyone?
Nothing pops because the whole movie, nothing pops. Is what I'm trying to say.
No. But what I mean is like, maybe it's just harder for me to differentiate.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying in the Joss Whedon, it like everything is vivid and pops, and like Aquaman's green is like super. This one, everything's just darker and more muted. But you can still tell what's going on, right?
Aquaman's green. I'm so sorry, I did a mini one.
Aquaman's suit. It's like the Goldie green. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not like the fucking It's not like this guy.
Oh, okay.
That's fucking green.
That's a green guy.
That's a green orange. Guy. His is like a Goldie, but it has some green things on it, I think.
Hey, I'm just asking, dude.
Yeah, dude. But he can't fly, so why are you running through the air like that? It was always
supposed to be he's the Superman of the ocean.
Yeah, so stay in the ocean.
So when you're outside, he should just be like, I'm a normal guy, but they got to make him superhero.
And that's one thing about this is everybody had something to do, and everybody did something during the whole movie. Like everybody had a job and they did things, and it wasn't like
not like the first one.
The opposite of the first one. That's what I'm saying. This one was like, I was like, oh shit, everybody's doing something. What are they gonna do now? What's Flash gonna do now?
Right.
I had no idea he could reverse time, and then they set it up when he has to run, and that scene felt way different in this one.
Oh yeah.
When he has to touch the cube.
Well, he actually reversed time.
I know. Yeah. But I'm saying the whole scene felt different than in the Joss Whedon one.
But your boys at RLM made a very great point I didn't even think of, even the first time I watched it.
Yep.
You could always redo it.
100%. Every time.
Not like they make it so important.
No, but they said that in their original version of Justice League.
Oh, right.
When they reviewed the first one, they were like, yeah, you could do it 1,000 times. And I'm like, yeah,
He's
absolutely.
The Flash.
But just the whole scene was different. And I was like, I got to go watch the original scene. I'm like, oh, this is way different.
You're right. Totally.
And they set it up, though, because I didn't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
I was like, why is it going up? What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
No idea. I don't know about space-time. I don't know if Flash can do this. And then at the end, you go, oh, okay, time, and Billy Crudup, and
Billy Crudup, who stepped out of the Flash, is no longer in the movie.
And,
he dropped out.
Yeah, well, we all watched RLM video, man. We know.
Yeah. They said that he dropped out?
I think so.
Oh,
I don't know. I watched a lot of videos on it.
I'm sure you do. And so did I.
Oh, fucking
You could totally tell that. You could see the difference between 2017 Affleck and 2020
at the end. Oh, my God. Does he have cancer?
You're like, why does he look like skinnier?
But you know what's even worse is when you watch the differences with the reshoots in the Joss Whedon version.
Oh.
You're like, oh my God, Batman looks like he's on like a runway for like a modeling thing. You know what I'm saying? In this one, it looks all real, and the lighting's more hard, and he just looks like a person. In Joss Whedon's, he looks like an Avenger. He looks like he's standing there, and the light's perfect in his face. I don't like it. I just don't like that look at all, and it jumps out once you watch this one compared to the other one. So
there are a lot of positives from the 2017 to this one, and that's where I give it the most credit. There are a lot,
and also, and I said in RLM, but the relationship between like the fathers and the sons is fantastic in this movie, and everybody has this father and son thing pretty much, and the recording that Miles Dyson leaves for Cyborg, basically apologizing for never being there and doing all that shit. That was like a letter to his daughter, Autumn, who killed herself. It was like Zack Snyder was putting this, these words on the page for his daughter in that recording by Miles Dyson. Because I think that was sure. Added on. So I don't know, though. I don't know. I just from encompassing everything, I thought it was a great viewing. I split it up into 2 days, guys, so just keep that in mind, and I'm not a superhero guy. But hey, man, for me, I liked it, so I'm going to give it a thumbs up, and, I'm
going to give it a there.
A there, dude.
I'm waving it in the middle, but it used to be that, dude.
Yeah.
2017 was shit.
Fuck that, dude.
This one, it moved it up on the scale for me. You never know. Maybe time will change my mind.
I got to tell you, I love there's the last thing I'll say.
Yeah.
I love the Hallelujah cover at the end.
100%.
Oh, my God. Did you listen to it?
Yeah, because it's on Spotify.
It is?
Yeah, so I was like, let me go check it out.
The credits, I just listened to it. I'm like, what? Because she doesn't start singing for like a minute in. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no words. And then she starts singing. I'm like, oh, dude, it's one of my favorite songs. I just listened to it. I'm like, fantastic.
It's a really, really good cover.
Great cover. So those are all my notes.
That's all I got, man.
Those are all my notes, man.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, I think that's it, guys. And, thanks for popping by the watch one more time.
As always, Bruce Wayne.
We're going to be back next week with something very, very action-packed.
Definitely.